Welcome to LFC Transfer HQ, your ultimate source for all things Liverpool FC transfers. Like and subscribe for more football updates. Our first news is Marc Guehi to Liverpool clears two giant hurdles as Crystal Palace agree €55 million transfer. Liverpool have thundered closer to signing Marc Guehi after Crystal Palace agreed a club record deal for his replacement, while the Eagles star has also informed the South East London side he won't sign a new contract. Liverpool's remarkable window continues at full pace, with the Reds determined to sign a centre-back and striker to add to Georgi Mamardashvili, Freddie Woodman, Armin Pexi, Jeremy Frimpong, Milos Kerkez and Florian Wirtz. The sale of Jarell Quansah to Bayer Leverkusen for £35 million, £30 million plus £5 million in add-ons, has been finalised. Liverpool have successfully inserted a buyback clause worth an initial €60 million £51.5 million that can be triggered from 2027 onwards. The Reds will provide Arne Slot with a direct replacement, and the club are zeroing in on Crystal Palace and England ace, Guehi. The 24-year-old only has 1 year remaining on his contract, and according to Ebola and Fabrizio Romano, he will not sign an extension at Selhurst Park. Palace are said to have been informed of that decision by Guehi and his camp, with a begrudging sale in the current window now the likeliest outcome. And according to Ebola, a second hurdle has been cleared after Palace agreed to sign Guehi's replacement in a club record €55 million deal. Sporting CP's Ousmane Diomande is the player Palace have turned to, and it's claimed the two clubs have reached a compromise on a €55 million, £47.1 million, $64.8 million, transfer fee. Diomande's deal in Lisbon contains an €80 million release clause, though Sporting have not held out for the full figure. Diomande is said to be excited at the prospect of playing in the Premier League, and there will be no problem on personal terms. A 5-year contract will be signed, and Diomande will secure a gigantic pay rise when doing so, per the report, with Crystal Palace lining up a direct replacement for Guehi. All the signs now point towards the centre-back leaving. Liverpool are by far his likeliest destination, and transfer guru Romano provided the latest he's been hearing via his YouTube channel. For Marc Guehi the conversations continue, began Romano. Also this week there will be more, so get ready for more contacts between Liverpool, the camp of the player, and Crystal Palace. The player is really appreciated by Liverpool. It's also true the reports in recent days that Guehi wants some guarantees on playing time. But Liverpool are speaking to the player's camp, are presenting their vision, are presenting their idea, and presenting Arne Slot's plans. Let's see what happens there, but for sure Marc Guehi remains a strong target for Liverpool. Stay tuned for more updates on LFC Transfer HQ, transfer moves, player signings, and latest news. Don't miss subscribe for more LFC Transfer HQ news. Our second news is, top of the list, Liverpool now hold advanced talks to land star. Liverpool are holding advanced talks with centre-back Marc Guehi as they try to close a deal to bring him to Anfield this summer. The Reds are selling Jarell Quansah to German side Bayer Leverkusen, and even before that had been expected to bring in another centre-back. There remain major question marks about the future of Ibrahima Konate, who has not signed a new contract at Liverpool and could be sold this summer. Crystal Palace and England star Guehi is now top of the list at Liverpool, according to German journalist Florian Plettenberg. It is suggested that advanced talks are happening between Liverpool and Guehi. As the Reds seek to put an agreement in place, Liverpool will still need to agree a fee with Crystal Palace, who are asking for £45 million for the centre-back. The champions will not pay that and feel with just a year left on his contract, Guehi should be substantially cheaper. If Palace do not sell Guehi this summer, then they risk seeing him walk away on a free transfer next year. Guehi was chased intently by Newcastle United last summer, but they could not agree a fee with Crystal Palace for his signature, and he stayed at Selhurst Park. Newcastle have again been interested in Guehi this summer, however the defender appears to prefer a move to Liverpool, and the Reds are making the running. That would see him link up with Virgil van Dijk in the heart of the Liverpool defence as the Reds prepare to defend the Premier League and push to secure a 7th European Cup next season. Liverpool's summer business is moving fast. The Reds have reportedly cleared major obstacles in their pursuit of Marc Guehi, with Crystal Palace agreeing to a €55 million deal. Meanwhile, Alexander Isak is emerging as a serious target, and the club is also in advanced talks for another top-priority signing. Big moves are on the horizon as Arne Slot shapes his squad. Stay tuned for more updates on LFC Transfer HQ, transfer moves, player signings, and latest news. Don't miss subscribe for more LFC Transfer HQ news. Our last news is Liverpool could agree incredible Alexander Isak transfer. The Swedish forward is the club's first-choice target this summer to bolster Arne Slot's number 9 options. It's not really a surprise, considering Isak has set the Premier League alight since arriving in England and the fact that Liverpool have had him on their radar for a very long time. That's why they have tunnel vision at the moment. Isak is at a crossroads in his career, despite being on a 3-year deal at Newcastle. Trending Fabrizio Romano confirms why Darwin Núñez to Napoli deal still hasn't gone through. 435 people are reading this article. Fabrizio Romano confirms why Darwin Núñez to Napoli deal still hasn't gone through. His future is hanging in the balance as he and the club negotiate over a new contract. At this stage, it feels like Isak knows he's entering the prime years of his career. As an ambitious young man, he will want to be competing for the biggest trophies out there. Right now, Newcastle United are not quite that team. They too have aspirations to become a dominant side, but that takes time, and for someone like Isak, time is of the essence. You only have so many years at the top of your game as a footballer, and you want to maximize those years by playing in the best team and with the best players. At Liverpool, Isak would tick both boxes. The Reds are currently one of the best sides in the world, and they have the likes of Mohamed Salah and Florian Wirtz in attack, who would help Isak become even better. Not to mention Milos Kerkez and Jeremy Frimpong's crosses could also help the Swede score an ample amount of goals. The allure about Anfield and Liverpool will be there for Isak, and that's probably why he is yet to make a decision on his future and why the Reds remain in the race for his services. Until the sliver of hope vanishes, Isak is still a feasible possibility for Liverpool. Especially, if a recent report is to be believed. One of the biggest obstacles for Liverpool will be the financials of a potential deal. Newcastle would be demanding a lot of money for him. Or at least, that's the supposition many of us have. There have been suggestions of Newcastle wanting to demand anywhere between £150 million to £200 million, which would be absurd. However, according to Graham Bailey speaking to Rousing the Cop, it would not take a lot less than that to agree a deal with Newcastle. According to Bailey, Liverpool could reach an agreement for Isak for around £120 million to £130 million, which would be an incredible piece of business. Considering Liverpool could still comfortably spend £200 million to comply with the Premier League's Profit and Sustainability Rules, PSR, as per the Liverpool Echo, signing Isak for that fee and at the very least still having £70 million to spend on a centre-back, probably Marc Guehi for around £40 million, plus invest in other areas of the squad, would be an absolutely genius masterstroke. Thanks for watching. That's all for today's transfer update. But the transfer window never sleeps, and neither do we. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for the latest Liverpool FC transfer news, rumors, and confirmed deals. Don't forget to turn on notifications so you never miss an update, because at LFC Transfer HQ, you'll never walk alone.